Hello everyone, and welcome to my birthday party. Everyone's invited, but I do have one rule. Anyone who calls me old is gonna get it. Let's continue. I can't help but feel that birthday parties are something of a waste of time. It's not like I did anything particularly amazing on this day, 20 years ago. Or any day since then, really, unless you count that one time I stopped all those terrorists and I saved a bunch of people and I pushed Professor Snape off a building. That being said, however, today I review one of my favorite horror movies because it's my birthday and I can. The Thing is a film directed by the legendary John Carpenter and starring Wilford Brimley and Kurt Russell getting eaten by a raccoon. Look, I know this is Antarctica and it's all frigid and barren, but hell, Eskimos don't have beards like this and they have 42 ways to say fuck it's cold. Man, all this snow reminds me of that time I was hiding in that base and then we got attacked by those big metal camel things. So Kurt Russell is a helicopter pilot at a remote Antarctic research station that apparently has no mirrors. The scientists are interrupted by Norwegians playing duck hunt only without the ducks and just the dog. When they both die before they can kill it though, Benji gets adopted by the Americans and Kurt Russell has to go find out what happened to the rest of the Norwegians. At their camp, they find a bizarre mutant corpse and a video detailing the location of a huge unknown object buried in the ice. And right around here is where shit gets real. Lassie splits into a tentacle monster straight out of H.P. Lovecraft's Wet Dreams and escapes into the facility, and the scientists discover that the thing in the ice is really an old spaceship. Which reminds me of that one time I traveled on that spaceship and fought that bald guy with Robin Hood and a fat dude with wings with music by Queen. Also, Wilford Brimley goes batshit nuts after learning that the alien now running around their outpost will kill and assume the shape of any living thing. What begins as a descent into paranoia, as every team member is suspect, and as the bodies start piling up and people are disappearing, you're left to wonder who, if anyone, can still be trusted. This film goes down as one of my all-time favorite horror movies, in that it is genuinely scary and stomach-churningly disturbing. John Carpenter is considered a master of horror, along with John Landis and Dario Argento, but oddly enough, many of his films did not perform well in theaters, instead gaining a cult popularity years after release. One aspect he does well is set the tone of a movie. In The Thing, Carpenter makes you well aware that these people are essentially trapped in a small outpost, and there's no escape into the frigid environment, making you feel the loneliness and desperation. The other key to this film's success is the sheer good luck that it was made before CGI got popular. There's never been a computer-animated creature that can inspire terror quite like good old-fashioned animatronics. Here the monster exists, moving in a grotesquely real fashion, and you can easily imagine something like this hiding under your bed. You know, I did warn them not to call me old. I guess they didn't see that coming, did they? Look, I'm all thumbs. Anyway, you guys help yourself to the cupcakes because there's still plenty left. And you know, this reminds me of that time that my brother and I were pilots on Nantucket, and we had our own airplane. And there was this big fat guy named Roy, and a mechanic named Lowell, and then Monk showed up,